Have you ever felt a connection with someone that goes beyond words? In this video, we'll delve into the fascinating world of unspoken love, exploring the hidden signs and deep connections that often lie beneath the surface. Using insights from the renowned psychologist Carl Jung, we'll uncover the subtle cues that might indicate someone has deeper feelings for you. Why is this important? Understanding these signs can change how you view your relationships and help you navigate your emotions more effectively. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with valuable knowledge to recognize unspoken love in your life, whether it's in a friendship or a romantic relationship. Have you wondered if someone feels the same way about you? Or maybe you're curious about how to express your own hidden feelings? Stick around, and let's unravel the mysteries of unspoken love together. Subscribe to the channel now and uncover the mysteries of spirituality with Carl Jung. Unspoken love is a profound and intricate connection that often thrives in the absence of words. It's that inexplicable bond you share with someone that transcends verbal communication. Imagine a moment when you locked eyes with someone, and in that brief exchange, you felt an unshakable understanding, an acknowledgement of feelings that need not be spoken. This essence of unspoken love can significantly enhance your relationships, fostering deeper connections that go beyond surface-level interactions. To truly grasp the concept of unspoken love, it's essential to recognize its subtle signs. Many people might wonder, how do I know if someone feels this way about me? The answer lies in the nuances of everyday interactions. For example, think about a time when a friend surprised you with your favorite coffee, or a loved one remembered a small detail from a conversation you had months ago. Such actions speak volumes about their feelings, highlighting the depth of their care and affection. These moments may seem simple, but they carry the weight of unspoken love. As we delve deeper, let's consider the extraordinary power of eye contact. Carl Jung once stated that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and when you share a gaze with someone, it can ignite a spark of connection. Picture this. You're at a gathering, and amidst the chatter and laughter, you catch someone's eye. In that moment, it feels as if the world around you fades away, and it's just the two of you. This silent communication can express affection, desire, and even longing without uttering a single word. Have you ever felt this electric charge in someone's gaze? It's a magical experience that can indicate unspoken feelings. Yet, eye contact is only one piece of the puzzle. Let's explore body language, which serves as another form of unspoken communication. How someone positions themselves around you can reveal their true feelings. For instance, if someone leans in closer while you're talking, it indicates they are engaged and interested. Conversely, if they keep their arms crossed or maintain a distant posture, it might suggest they are closed off or uncomfortable. Reflect on a time when you felt someone was fully present with you. How did their body language contribute to that sense of connection? Moreover, consider the dance of proximity. Humans have a natural tendency to gravitate toward those they feel a connection with. Have you noticed how a person might inch closer to you during a conversation? This physical closeness can be a significant indicator of their comfort level and interest. Imagine being at a social event where a certain someone keeps moving closer to you, drawn by an invisible thread of attraction. This instinctive behavior can often reveal more than words could convey. Listening is another crucial aspect of unspoken love. Have you ever had a conversation where you felt as though the other person was genuinely invested in what you were saying? Their active listening, nodding, asking questions, recalling details, can create a sense of validation and appreciation, strengthening the bond between you. Think back to a time when someone made you feel truly heard. How did that experience impact your relationship? Ultimately, understanding unspoken love is about recognizing these subtle signs and allowing yourself to feel the depth of connection they represent. When you begin to notice these nuances, you open the door to richer, more fulfilling relationships. By appreciating the magic of unspoken love, you empower yourself to navigate your emotional landscape with greater confidence and awareness. This journey into the heart of unspoken love is not just about understanding others. It's also about discovering the depths of your own feelings and learning to express them. As you continue to explore these connections, remember that sometimes love whispers the loudest in the moments of silence and shared understanding. Eye contact is one of the most powerful forms of non-verbal communication, often serving as a window into the depths of our emotions. When you gaze into someone's eyes, a world of unspoken feelings can unfold, conveying affection, interest, and sometimes even longing without uttering a single word. Carl Jung, the renowned psychologist, famously stated that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and this concept plays a crucial role when we explore the essence of unspoken love. Imagine a moment when you locked eyes with someone across a crowded room. At that instant, everything else faded away. Your heart raced, and a spark ignited between you, even though neither of you spoke. This intense sensation is indicative of a deeper connection, a silent acknowledgement of feelings that may not yet be articulated. But what does this eye contact really mean? How do we interpret the emotions being expressed in those fleeting moments? When someone maintains eye contact with you, it can signify various emotions. If their gaze lingers, it often indicates a genuine interest or attraction. Conversely, a quick glance followed by a look away might suggest shyness or uncertainty. The context matters too. Eye contact during a meaningful conversation can enhance intimacy, while a casual glance in a social setting might signify friendliness rather than romantic interest. The subtlety of these interactions can be complex, yet they hold the key to understanding unspoken love. Consider a story of two friends, Sarah and Tom, who had known each other for years. They often shared laughter and conversations, but there was an unspoken tension beneath the surface. One evening, during a quiet moment at a cafe, they locked eyes. Time seemed to stand still as they held each other's gaze, and in that moment, both felt an electric connection they had never acknowledged before. It was as if their eyes were sharing secrets, revealing feelings that words had never dared to express. That night, everything changed for them. The unspoken love they had both felt became impossible to ignore. This powerful exchange shows how eye contact can transform relationships. It opens the door to deeper emotional connection, encouraging vulnerability and authenticity. But how can we harness this power in our own interactions? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to the way you engage with others. Notice the moments when your eyes meet. Are you truly present, or are you distracted? To deepen this connection, practice maintaining eye contact during conversations. This doesn't mean staring intensely, which can feel intimidating. Instead, focus on creating a balance between looking into their eyes and breaking away occasionally to keep the atmosphere comfortable. This practice can enhance feelings of trust and intimacy, making the other person feel valued and seen. Moreover, consider the emotions that accompany eye contact. When you look into someone's eyes, think about what you want to convey. Are you expressing warmth, admiration, or perhaps a hint of longing? The energy you bring into that gaze can amplify the message being communicated. As we navigate these connections, remember that every moment of eye contact holds the potential for profound transformation. It's not just about the act itself, but the emotions and intentions behind it. By becoming more attuned to these subtle signals, we can unlock the door to deeper relationships filled with unspoken love. In conclusion, eye contact is a silent yet powerful language that speaks volumes. By understanding and utilizing this form of communication, we can foster connections that not only enhance our relationships, but also lead us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. So the next time you find yourself lost in someone's gaze, take a moment to reflect on what your eyes are saying. Are you ready to listen? Body language is often referred to as the unspoken language of our interactions, conveying messages that words sometimes fail to express. It serves as a powerful tool in understanding the nuances of unspoken love, revealing emotions and intentions that linger just beneath the surface. When we consider how someone stands or leans in conversation, we can glean insights into their feelings and level of comfort. Imagine a scenario where two friends are catching up over coffee. If one friend leans in, maintaining eye contact, and shows open palms, it suggests a willingness to connect and engage. In contrast, if the other friend crosses their arms and leans back, it may indicate defensiveness or discomfort. To dive deeper into this concept, let's analyze the subtle cues of body language that can signify unspoken love. Open body language can manifest in various forms, such as uncrossed arms, relaxed shoulders, and a forward posture. These signals often indicate that a person feels at ease and is receptive to the connection. Conversely, closed body language, characterized by crossed arms or avoiding eye contact, can suggest hesitation or a lack of interest. Think back to a time when you felt a palpable connection with someone. What was their body language telling you? Perhaps they mirrored your movements, a sign of rapport and understanding. Now consider the story of Sarah and Mark, two colleagues who developed a deep bond while working on a project together. At first, their interactions were strictly professional, marked by polite nods and formal exchanges. However, as they spent more time together, subtle changes began to emerge. Mark would often lean closer when Sarah spoke, his body angled toward her, while Sarah would catch herself mirroring his gestures. This unspoken language spoke volumes about their growing connection. Yet there were moments when Mark would cross his arms, creating a barrier during tense conversations. Recognizing these shifts in body language helped Sarah understand when to push for deeper discussions and when to give Mark space. This brings us to the fascinating dance of proximity. The distance someone maintains during a conversation can reveal their comfort level and attraction. When we are drawn to someone, we naturally gravitate toward them, often unconsciously closing the gap. Picture a social gathering where two people are engaged in lively conversation. As the connection deepens, they might find themselves inching closer, their bodies aligning in a way that signifies their growing interest. But what if one person consistently keeps their distance? This could indicate a lack of interest, or even a desire to maintain boundaries. Understanding this dance of proximity can help us navigate our relationships more effectively. Furthermore, being aware of body language can empower us to communicate our own feelings more clearly. If you're interested in someone, adopting open body language can invite them to engage more deeply with you. For instance, leaning slightly forward during a conversation can signal your interest and investment in the dialogue. Sharing personal stories while maintaining eye contact can foster a sense of intimacy, allowing the other person to feel valued and understood. As we reflect on the power of body language, consider the transformation it can bring to your relationships. By becoming attuned to these subtle signals, you can deepen your connections with others and recognize the unspoken love that exists around you. Imagine the difference it can make when you understand not only what someone is saying, but also what their body is communicating. The potential for growth and understanding is limitless, and the journey begins with the awareness of this unspoken language. Now, as we move forward, let's explore how to decode these signals effectively, unlocking even deeper connections in your interactions. Proximity in relationships often reveals unspoken love in ways that words cannot. The distance someone chooses to maintain or close can indicate their level of comfort and interest, painting a vivid picture of their feelings. Imagine being at a gathering where you notice someone gradually moving closer to you, their body language open and inviting. This simple act can suggest a deep connection, a desire to bridge the emotional space between you. But what does it mean when someone steps back? Conversely, keeping a comfortable distance might signal that they respect your personal space or are unsure of their feelings. Let's consider the story of Emily and Jake. They met at a mutual friend's party, and during the evening, Emily noticed Jake slowly inching closer as they talked. It felt as if the world around them faded, and the warmth of his presence drew her in. Each subtle movement, from leaning slightly forward to closing the gap between them, spoke volumes. Emily felt a rush of excitement, believing there was something deeper at play. But there was a moment of uncertainty when Jake suddenly leaned back, crossing his arms. In that instant, Emily wondered if she had misread his feelings. This situation encapsulates the dance of proximity. When you feel someone drawing closer, it can ignite hope and curiosity about their intentions. However, the sudden shift when they distance themselves can lead to confusion and self-doubt. These emotional highs and lows are part of navigating unspoken love, revealing the delicate balance of attraction and hesitation that many experience in their relationships. Understanding the significance of proximity requires awareness of context and individual behavior. For instance, in a crowded room, someone standing close might simply be trying to hear you over the noise. But in quieter settings, such as a coffee shop, if someone chooses to sit right across from you, it can indicate a desire for intimacy and connection. The key is to pay attention to the nuances of each situation. Research shows that physical proximity can enhance feelings of affection and attachment. A study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that individuals who engage in closer physical proximity often report stronger emotional bonds. These findings suggest that our instinctive desire to be near someone can reinforce feelings of love and attraction, creating a cycle where closeness fosters deeper connections. But how do we interpret these signals accurately? Start by observing not just the physical distance, but also the accompanying body language. Is the person making eye contact? Are they mirroring your movements or gestures? These are all signs that they are engaged and interested. Remember Emily's experience? When Jake moved away, it wasn't just about physical distance. It was also about the emotional barrier that suddenly seemed to rise between them. To cultivate these moments of genuine closeness, consider sharing experiences that naturally bring you together, such as cooking a meal or taking a walk. These activities encourage proximity in a relaxed setting, allowing feelings to emerge organically. As you navigate these interactions, strive to remain open and receptive to the unspoken signals being shared. Ultimately, the dance of proximity is a powerful element in understanding unspoken love. By becoming attuned to these subtle shifts, you can better interpret the feelings of those around you and reflect on your own. Just as Emily learned through her interactions with Jake, recognizing these signs can lead to deeper connections and a greater understanding of the complexities of love. As we continue to explore the layers of unspoken love, consider how these lessons can transform your connections, leading to more profound and meaningful relationships. Listening and engagement are often the most significant indicators of unspoken love, revealing the depth of feelings and connection between individuals. When someone truly listens to you, it goes beyond mere words. It's about being present and valuing your thoughts and emotions. This kind of engagement can be transformative, allowing relationships to flourish in ways that are often unseen. Imagine a scenario where you're sharing a personal story with a friend. You notice their eyes focused on you, their body turned towards you, nodding in understanding. This is active listening at its finest. It's not just about hearing the words, it's about feeling the emotions behind them. In a world filled with distractions, genuine listening can feel like a rare treasure. It's that moment when you realize you're not just talking to someone, but rather, you're sharing a piece of yourself with someone who truly cares. Research shows that active listening can significantly enhance relationships. A study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships found that people who feel heard are more likely to experience a deeper emotional connection with their partners. This is because active listening fosters trust and intimacy, creating a safe space where individuals can express their vulnerabilities. Think about a time when you felt truly heard. How did that experience shape your relationship with that person? It's likely you felt a stronger bond, a sense of safety, and a desire to share even more. Now, as we explore this further, it's essential to consider how you can improve your own listening skills. Many of us may find ourselves distracted, scrolling through our phones while someone speaks, or thinking about our responses instead of truly engaging. However, by practicing active listening, you can transform your interactions. Start by putting away distractions. Make eye contact, nod, and ask questions that show you're invested in what the other person is saying. For instance, if a friend shares their struggles at work, instead of just saying, "I understand," you might ask, "What do you think is the most challenging part for you?" This simple question opens the door to a deeper conversation, allowing your friend to express their feelings more fully. Consider the story of Emma and Jake. Emma often felt that Jake didn't understand her struggles, especially after a tough day at work. One day she decided to express her feelings. To her surprise, Jake listened intently, asking questions and showing genuine concern. In that moment, something shifted. Emma felt seen and valued. Their connection deepened because Jake took the time to engage with her fully. This is the power of listening. It can turn a simple conversation into a moment of profound connection. But why does this matter in the realm of unspoken love? Because when someone listens actively, it signifies that they care. It's a silent acknowledgement of your feelings, a way of saying, "You matter to me." This acknowledgement can be more powerful than any grand gesture. The little moments of connection, the shared laughter, and the heartfelt conversations build a foundation of love that can withstand the tests of time. As we wrap up this exploration of listening and engagement, remember that love often speaks in the quiet moments of understanding. By honing your listening skills, you're not only enhancing your relationships, but you're also inviting deeper love into your life. So the next time you find yourself in conversation, ask yourself, am I truly listening? If you can embrace this practice, you may just find that unspoken love blossoms in ways you never imagined. Small gestures often hold immense power in conveying feelings that words cannot express. A thoughtful text message, a surprise cup of coffee, or a simple, genuine smile can speak volumes about the affection one person holds for another. These seemingly minor acts of kindness can transform relationships, deepening connections, and fostering understanding. Imagine receiving a text from a close friend just to say they were thinking of you. This small gesture can brighten your day and make you feel valued. But what is it about these little acts that resonate so deeply? The beauty of small gestures lies in their ability to show care without the need for grand declarations. They are the subtle whispers of love and affection that remind us we are not alone. Research indicates that small, consistent acts of kindness can significantly enhance emotional connections between individuals. For example, a study published in the Journal of Social Psychology found that people who engage in small acts of kindness report feeling more satisfied in their relationships. The more we express our feelings through these gestures, the more we nurture our connections. Consider the story of Sarah and John, a couple who had been dating for a few months. Initially, their relationship was marked by typical romantic gestures, dinners, flowers, and heartfelt conversations. However, as their connection deepened, they found that the most meaningful moments often came from small, everyday actions. One day, John noticed that Sarah had a stressful week at work. Without saying a word, he picked up her favorite snack from the store and left it on her doorstep. When Sarah found it, she felt an overwhelming sense of appreciation. It wasn't just the snack. It was the thoughtfulness behind the gesture that made her heart swell with affection. This act of kindness strengthened their bond, proving that love can thrive in the simplest of actions. Incorporating small gestures into your daily interactions doesn't require much effort, yet the impact can be profound. Think about the people in your life. What small things can you do to show them you care? This could be as simple as sending a quick text to check in, offering a compliment, or remembering a favorite coffee order. Each of these actions can serve as a thread that weaves a stronger fabric of connection. Now you might wonder why these small gestures matter so much in expressing unspoken love. It's because they create moments of shared happiness and understanding. They add layers to your relationships, allowing both individuals to feel seen and valued. When we take the time to show we care, we create a safe space for love to flourish. However, it's important to be genuine in these gestures. The intention behind your actions is what truly counts. A forced compliment or an insincere text can do more harm than good. Authenticity is key. Reflect on a time you received a small gesture that meant a lot to you. How did it change your perception of that person? Each of these experiences shapes our understanding of love, teaching us that it often lies in the details. As you navigate your relationships, remember that love often speaks in whispers. By recognizing and embracing the power of small gestures, you can transform the way you connect with others. These simple acts can bridge the gap between unspoken feelings and expressed love, leading to deeper, more fulfilling relationships. So, as you go about your day, consider what small acts of kindness you can incorporate into your routine. You never know how much a little thoughtfulness can mean to someone else. By embracing this approach, you can not only enhance your own connections, but also inspire those around you to do the same. Shared silence can be one of the most profound experiences in a relationship, revealing a depth of connection that transcends mere words. It's in these moments of quiet that true intimacy often flourishes, allowing two people to exist together in a space filled with unspoken understanding and comfort. Imagine sitting next to someone you care about, the world around you fading away, and in that stillness, feeling a sense of peace wash over you. This is the magic of shared silence. Consider a situation where two friends, Sarah and Lisa, found themselves on a road trip. They had been talking and laughing, sharing stories and dreams. But then, as the sun began to set, they fell into a comfortable silence. Instead of feeling awkward, they both felt a warmth in the air, a bond strengthening as they watched the vibrant colors of dusk. In that moment, no words were needed. Their hearts spoke volumes, and they cherished the shared experience. This kind of silence is not empty. It's rich with connection and understanding. One of the key elements that makes shared silence so powerful is that it allows for reflection. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, we often rush through conversations, barely pausing to consider our feelings or the thoughts of others. However, when we embrace silence, we create a space where emotions can surface and be acknowledged. This is not just about being quiet, but about being present. It's in these moments that we can truly listen to our hearts and to the subtle cues from those around us. For many, the idea of silence can feel daunting. What if it becomes awkward? What if the other person doesn't feel the same way? But here's the beauty of shared silence. It often speaks louder than words. When you're with someone who understands you, silence can feel like a warm hug. It's essential to remember that not every moment needs to be filled with conversation. Sometimes, the best connections are made in the pauses. To cultivate these moments of shared silence, try creating intentional experiences. This could be as simple as going for a walk in nature, where the sounds of the environment fill the space around you, allowing for reflection. Alternatively, consider sharing a meal without the distraction of phones or television, appreciating the flavors and the company. These settings encourage a natural flow into silence, where you can both appreciate the moment without the pressure of constant dialogue. Think about a time when you found yourself in a similar situation. Perhaps you were with a loved one, simply enjoying each other's presence. How did that make you feel? Did it deepen your bond? These experiences are vital in building lasting connections, reinforcing the idea that love doesn't always need grand declarations. Sometimes, it thrives in the quiet moments of understanding. As we explore the significance of shared silence, it's crucial to recognize the transformation it can bring to your relationships. From the initial uncertainty of feeling comfortable in silence to the deep sense of belonging that follows, each experience is a stepping stone toward a stronger connection. Embracing these moments can lead to a newfound appreciation for the unspoken love between you and others, creating a bond that is not easily broken. In conclusion, shared silence is not just the absence of sound. It is a powerful tool for connection and understanding. By acknowledging and embracing these quiet moments, you invite a deeper level of intimacy into your relationships. Remember, love often speaks in whispers, and in the stillness, you may find the loudest echoes of affection. As you navigate your emotional landscape, consider how you can create more of these moments in your life. Are you ready to embrace the power of shared silence? Expressing your feelings can often feel like standing at the edge of a cliff, contemplating the leap into the unknown. It is a daunting yet necessary step in nurturing the bonds of unspoken love. When you take that step, you not only open up your heart, but also invite the other person to share their own feelings, creating a deeper and more meaningful connection. The beauty of this journey lies in the small, courageous acts that pave the way for greater vulnerability and intimacy. To start expressing your emotions, begin with small gestures that reflect your care and appreciation. A simple compliment or a heartfelt message can serve as a gentle nudge toward deeper conversations. For instance, think about a time when you received a thoughtful text from a friend. That small act likely brightened your day and made you feel valued. Now imagine doing the same for someone you care about. It could be as simple as saying, "I really appreciate how you always listen to me," or "Your smile makes my day." These words, though simple, can resonate deeply and encourage the other person to open up in return. As you navigate this process, remember that vulnerability is not a weakness, it is a strength. It takes courage to show your true self and share your feelings, but doing so can lead to profound transformations in your relationships. Reflect on a moment when you took the risk to express yourself. Perhaps you confessed your feelings to someone special. Initially, your heart raced with fear of rejection. Yet when they reciprocated, it was as if a weight had been lifted. That moment of courage not only strengthened your bond, but also built a foundation of trust and openness. Another effective way to express your feelings is to initiate conversations about your connection. Discuss what you value in the relationship and how it makes you feel. You might say, "I feel really connected to you and want to understand you better." Such statements create an inviting space for dialogue, allowing both parties to share their feelings and experiences. This shared exploration can bring you closer, revealing layers of your connection that may have remained hidden. To enhance your communication skills, consider practicing active listening. When you genuinely listen to someone, you validate their feelings, making them feel understood and appreciated. This not only encourages them to express their own emotions, but also fosters an environment where unspoken love can flourish. Imagine sitting across from someone you cherish, fully engaged in their words, nodding and asking questions. The warmth of that interaction can be transformative, reinforcing the bond between you. However, what if you encounter resistance or fear when trying to express your feelings? It might feel intimidating, but remember that every meaningful relationship requires effort. Embrace the discomfort as part of the process. Start small and gradually build your confidence. With every step, you will learn more about yourself and the other person, paving the way for deeper connections. Ultimately, the journey of expressing unspoken love is like cultivating a garden. At first, you may only see a few budding flowers, but with patience, care, and openness, the garden flourishes. Each expression of affection, each shared vulnerability, contributes to the growth of your relationship. As you nurture this bond, you'll discover that love often speaks in whispers, and those whispers can lead to a symphony of connection. By recognizing and expressing unspoken love, you create a space where both you and the other person can thrive, transforming not just your relationship, but your entire emotional landscape. So take that leap and let your heart guide you. The rewards are boundless.